This is a commercial building we are required to put an RPZ, this backflow preventer in here. This will prevent any water from, if there's a water main break on the street, prevent any water from the building to go backward. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put this brass fitting, it's a $150 fitting here. Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Well, okay, so this is the wire that goes to the outside for the water company to get their reading. So we're going to just cut that zip tie off. And then this is the 5/8 nipple that goes to this water meter. We're going to take this off just so we have room to work and set this water meter down. This brass part is, that's what cracks. That's what, when it freezes, that's what breaks, so we don't want to slam that down or anything, ruin the $90 water meter. Now we have this is loose, and it's disconnected on the other side, so it's okay like that. And I'm going to get a couple pipe wrench and a crescent wrench on this and disconnect this. This is a 3/4 inch female copper fitting that goes into this 3/4 inch male copper fitting. And I have my 2 crescent wrenches I'm going to slide on. I don't know how easily this will crack apart, but we're just going to take a look and see if it doesn't strip. There it is. And we're going to get this all separate. You can see that this 1/2 inch copper line is from here to here, where there used to be an RPZ. And that stands for something. I think it's a reduced pressure zoning valve, RPZ. And so we disconnected that. This was actually the end valve on the old RPZ that we took out, or somebody took out before. And we're going to leave that on as the ball valve. You're supposed to have a valve before the water meter and one after the water meter, and then the RPZ valve. So we're going to keep this valve and remove this copper. So I'm going to put my pipe wrench on this side, and that's pretty tight. It's going to, I guess, put it into my leg there, and this copper is going to unthread. See, I have it the wrong way. I'm just going to use the ground as leverage here on my pipe wrench, so I don't have to hold both of them. The ground acting as the lever there. I'm just going to balance like that. That didn't work. That actually cracked this part of the valve. It cracked it open. So I'm going to grab it a little closer here and see how this works. And there it is. There's pipe dope in there. But once you get it loose, you have an easier time. You can lift it up, and now I can just unthread it. And I'm going to want to tighten this back up. This is, I don't know what it's called, but this is where the number 4 copper wire connects. It jumps from one side of the meter over to the other side of the meter, and it connects with I guess it's a pipe clamp. And so I need to disconnect this because this copper, it's all crooked here, running where it's supposed to go, and we're going to replace it and make it nice and straight along the wall, and it has to come out a little bit longer. So I'm just disconnecting this now, and I'm just loosening up both sides. And then it pivots like that, and now it's off there. We'll just move this out of the way, and now my pipe's free. Now I can work on my copper. This is crooked here, so I'm going to heat this up and take this elbow off. We put the new elbow on, it's going to come straight over this way instead, and it's going to be a lot longer. There's no water on. You'll see the silver solder right there starting to bubble. That means it's all heated up. Heated up both of them like that. You want to grab your handle lock, and it'll come off of there. And while it's hot, you can grab your rag. You don't want to get burned, but you can clean off the copper 90-degree elbow that was on here. And here are some of our new fittings we're going to be using. So we're just going to keep an organized job here. And so I'm going to take, this is emery cloth, and you could use, there's sand cloth. This has, I really don't want to be on the camera. This has holes in it, it's like a mesh. And we're just going to clean this up best we can. Well, really good. This is really the most important part, or you're gonna have to do it again, and that's all for this video. Just pick up on
Okay, well, you're talking now.
Oh, is it on?
Yeah.
Oh. So I did it with emery cloth first to get as much of the old solder off there. And now I'm going to take this wire brush tool to clean off the rest of it. It does a more uniform job. It gets off any of the rest. Then I took my new copper 90, and this is a fresh 1/2-inch wire brush tool. It's a brand new fitting from the store, so it's really clean. I'm just cleaning off any of the oils that are in there from anybody's hands that touched it, or any dust, making sure it's nice and clean. You want to make sure after you clean any of your copper fittings or pipes that you don't touch it again, or else you'll have to clean it again. This is flux. It's what you put on the fitting and the pipe, and it helps to, I guess it cleans the pipe, cleans the fitting, and it also it helps suck in the solder. I should probably know a little better. I don't, but I know this is what you do. So you're just gonna put this on your pipe. You only need it there, right where the fitting is gonna go. Just about 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. You don't want too much. More is not better here. It'll just make a mess. It will start to sizzle and boil, and then it will just run down your pipe anyway. So all you need is enough to cover. I do the fitting and the pipe. You slip your fitting on, and we're going to just get everything ready, make sure it's all in line, and then we're going to solder everything together. So that's our first fitting. In order to know how far this length is, I have to put everything back together. So that's what I'm doing. I connected the union on the end of this water meter. You don't want to lose the washers that are in there, or else you'll just have to go get new ones. And that's our ball valve before, and this is our ball valve after. And this is where the RPZ is going to go. I don't really want these handles in the back, but there's an arrow on this that shows the water flow, which direction it should go. So since that's this way, this is the way I'm going to put the valve. So I'm going to have a 3/4 inch close nipple in here, which is this. It's a 3/4 inch brass nipple, and there's going to be pipe dope on there, but for now, just to get an idea, I'm just going to screw it in there. And then I'm going to screw this backflow preventer in the valve onto the nipple. If I just had a third hand, I would be okay. I could tell jokes too.
Do you want some help?
Is it still on?
Yeah.
Good. No, I think that's it. I'm just gonna... So it'll be a little bit tighter than that, but that at least gives me an idea of how far it's gonna be. And we're gonna make it straight whenever we're done, but that's at least how far it's gonna be. And now I'm gonna try to see how my copper is gonna connect.
Nope.
End the video.
No.
Yeah, I want it to be a smaller clip.
I hate...
I was going to connect it all dry and see where it was going to lay out, but I know, being that it's a mechanical fitting, I'm really going to, it's going to move a little bit. What I mean is I'm going to still have to, whenever I tighten it down all the way, it's really going to be a little bit different. So, for instance, I really shouldn't have tightened this down all the way without another fitting to... I can't unscrew it right now, actually, so try to get another fitting. On there, and I use that as a little bit of leverage to help unscrew it. It's beautiful. I feel like this is scripted. It's not. Oh boy. I'll cut your hand right off, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try it again. If I had a strap wrench or a pair of channel locks with a little bit of rubber on it, that would be better, but I just held it a little tiny bit so that I didn't ruin any of the threads, because it is a close nipple, so there's no solid piece of pipe in the middle to hold on to. Anyway, that worked out, and everything else is already right. These are unions, so these will just get wrenched down a little bit more. But it is where it's going to be. And same with this side. Can you hold that meter?
Oh.
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say that I am doing this for myself. I'm not a plumber, although we do property management, so we do a lot of our own work. This is the 3/4 inch close nipple, and right now I'm putting pipe dope on it. Pipe dope, thread sealant, pipe joint compound, and this is called Pro Dope. I usually use the white Teflon paste. I just like it better. I've always used it. And I bought this one time by accident, and it's called Pro Dope. And it's gray. I really don't like it, but I'm going to use it up because I have it. It's almost all empty, so I'm going to dope this fitting and then screw it in here. Anyway, that's it.